So Batman issue 2 has come out. I just finished reading this one, and I'm liking the story so far. Issue 1 was cool. Issue 2 is definitely getting there as well, and this is a more Robin story, but I like how it started. I love the beginning, the middle, and the end when it comes to the dynamic between the dynamic duel. So let's talk about this on one shot video because I like where they're going with this. Welcome back to One Shot's comic book reviews, where I review all the latest stories, the classics, the ones that are epic, the ones that suck a little bit, but either way, it's all pop culture. So now, let's talk about Batman issue 2. As you guys know, I already did a video on issue 1, so please go out and check it out. You'll get my honest review about it. And on this one, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's more Robin-centric story. But still, I loved how they tailored this story because it's not just about Bruce Wayne teaching Robin how to become a crime fighter. It's something else. And that was the one that was like, okay, you are teaching Robin something that pretty much, if you think about it, all of us has been through that experience. So in a way, this was part of Robin's upbringing, but not as Robin, as a regular teenager. And this Robin that we're talking about is Tim Drake. So Tim Drake is the actual Robin in the story so far. Damian Wayne does appear on this issue as well, and also Alfred when he was alive. There is kind of some bickering between those two Robins, which is kind of cool. But like I said, we only see one Robin. We don't see them both. We only see your regular Robin, who is actually Tim Drake. So let's dive into this. But before we do that, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Helps out our algorithm. And please share your comments down below. Tell us, have you read this issue? Have you already read issue 1? What other comics do you guys would recommend me to read? And let's get into it. Now, first, let's talk about the creative team. We got here Matt Fraction, who continues from issue 1, steering this new era of Batman with fresh energy and a narrative discipline. And trust me when I say this, the narrative discipline, when you hear the plot, that's going to be like, okay, that makes perfect sense. Also, we got Jorge Jimenez, remains the visual heartbeat of this series. His layout, movements, and panel choices carry weight. This guy is no stranger to comics, so definitely if you guys are Jorge Jimenez fans, you're definitely going to be enjoying this series. Now, at the beginning of the story, we see a flashback scene where we see Bruce with Alfred when he was still alive, and we see the classic Batman 89 Batmobile where we see Damian Wayne washing it, cleaning the car. That was kind of funny because he's a little son of a bitch, but he's also very proud. He's a proud member of the Al Ghul family, and he's always seen himself as the entitled heir, you know. And we see the actual Robin in this issue, who is actually Tim Drake. So in this issue, we see Bruce Wayne walking with Tim Drake, and while Damien is washing the car, there's another car. Well, actually, it's a pickup truck that is covered, and then Bruce brings it up, and also we see that Bruce is trying to teach Tim Drake how to drive, but not just any driving. Because most guys nowadays, all you guys, especially your Gen Zers, Gen Xers, y'all don't know how to drive a stick.
What do you need? Can you drive stick?
In this story, Bruce Wayne was teaching Tim Drake how to drive a stick. And I was like, that is so cool. Because think about it. Bruce Wayne has his adopted children. You have Tim Drake, you have Dick Grayson. Obviously, Damian Wayne, that's his real son, but whatever, you get my meaning. So the fact that he is teaching his adopted children, not just crime fighting, but also a regular stuff that a dad would do his son, or a foster father would do to his adoptive son. Hey, I want to teach you to drive. How many of you guys haven't had that type of situation happen to you in your life?
You know how you said when you got your license you wanted a BMW? Well, here you go. It's all yours. Take good care of it.
So how we continue this issue is Robin is definitely trying to get some bad guys, and the bad guys were trying to steal some baby formula. And then all of a sudden some patrolmen show up, and obviously they recognize him, and the cops are pointing guns at Robin. And they let the bad guy go, but also what happens is the cops shoot at the bad guy. And they're raiding it, and they're blaming Robin for it. And Robin is trying to escape so he doesn't get all the blame. And the way he escapes, it was kind of cool how he escapes, because I love the tech on this issue, because they're pretty much explaining all the tech. Every time Batman or Robin uses their tech, boom, there's a little display right there and it says, what is it? So I like that. And unfortunately, he almost got away, but the cops shot him and they hit him. So they cuff him, and then he gets inside, they throw him into a wagon with a lot of other criminals. So obviously Batman comes around, he comes in, rescues Robin, but also the problem here is now the cops are going against both Batman and Robin. So pretty much the dynamic duo are enemy number one. Because remember, when we saw in issue 1, GCPD is now Vandal Savage's armed force. Also, on this issue, Batman gets shot in the head, right behind his cowl, with a shotgun. As you can see right there on the page, one of the cops, unfortunately, shot Batman. And, well, it ain't the first time we see someone shoot Batman in the head. And there it is, guys. That's the plot twist. Bruce was teaching Tim how to drive a stick. Why? Because eventually, Robin was going to have to drive the Batmobile when Batman can't. And right here we have a scenario where Batman unfortunately was also shot, but he's hearing bells and stars all over his head now because he got shot with a shotgun in his cowl, which that would hurt. But that doesn't mean he's dead. But he can't function now for a little bit. So now Robin needs to drive the Batmobile, and that can only be driven with a stick. So overall, I like how the writer took this story. Like, okay, what happens is there's a scenario where you need to step up. This was this issue. Robin had to step up and drive the Batmobile. And at the end of the issue, we see Vandal Savage showing up to the crime scene where he sees both officers. One of them is dead, the other one was injured. And he pretty much tells all the GCPD, hey, clear the area, tell all the reporters to go away, break their cameras, break their jaws, whatever. So Vandal Savage is going all dictator and against these reporters. So what's going to happen next, I have no idea, but I love the fact that now the GCPD has declared Batman and Robin enemy number one. Overall, this story, I give it 8 out of 10. I'm liking how they are starting fresh with Batman. Like I said on the previous video, there are things that I'm loving. There are things that I'm not liking. For instance, I have no issue with Batman going to the blue and gray. The emblement, I love the emblement. One of the things that I don't like is they're overdoing the emblement too much, because like I said, on the tires of the Batmobile, I didn't like that. So those are little thingies that I'm not liking. Overall, I'm liking what they're doing with this run. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint. It keeps me going so I can do more of these reviews, because so far I'm loving what I'm seeing. So guys, if you like this review, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And are you guys going to grab this issue? Please go ahead, because like I said before, issue 1, gone. Reprints are coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's either a third or a fourth reprint, because this story is going. So guys, don't miss out on this story. So like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below. And I'll see you next time on One Shot's Comic Book Reviews.